Hello, friend. I'm Hope, and I'm really glad you're here today. Welcome to English with Hope, a calm space for your mind and your heart. In this channel, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to rush. Here, we learn English slowly. We listen to English gently. No pressure, no stress. And here, you are not alone. Wherever you are in the world, I'm right here with you. So relax your shoulders, take a slow breath, and let's begin. Every human being has looked back at their life at least once and asked the question, what if? We think about a choice we made 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even just yesterday. We look at our past actions through a very clear lens, and we believe we should have known better. But this beautiful journey of life is not a test where you must get a perfect score. On every page, it is an open, winding road where every single turn teaches you how to walk a little better. You are not walking backward, and you have not lost your way. You are simply discovering your own direction, step by step, in your own beautiful time. When we realize that everyone is figuring life out as they go, we can stop running in circles. We can look forward with bright eyes and see a tapestry of shared human lessons. Today, we are going to open a window to a fresh, clear way of thinking. We are going to explore how to step out of the loop of old thoughts and breathe easily. In this episode, you will find a gentle space to rest your mind and gain true inner stillness. You will learn to speak kind words to yourself and see your journey from a wider, brighter angle. I want to guide you toward a wonderful shift in your mindset today. We will discover how beautiful it is to let yesterday sleep so you can wake up to today. Together, we will find the peace that comes when we stop fighting with the past. So, just sit back, listen softly, and let these words bring comfort to your day. I remember a time in my own life when my mind stayed fixed on the past. A few years ago, I made a major decision about my work and my living situation. For months after that choice, I kept looking back. I constantly asked myself if I had made a huge mistake. I watched my friends move forward on different paths, and they seemed so happy. I felt like I had taken a wrong turn and lost precious time. One sunny afternoon, I was sitting outside under a large, beautiful green tree. The wind blew gently through the branches. I watched a few old leaves slowly detach and fall to the grass. The tree did not try to hold on to those old leaves. It let them go completely, so it could use its energy to grow fresh, new green shoots. In that quiet moment, I looked at my own hands. I realized that by holding on to my old choices, I was ignoring the beautiful day right in front of me. My past path was just a single chapter, not the whole book. I smiled, took a deep breath, and decided to put all my energy into my present life. How did your past choices help you grow into the wise person you are today? This is a beautiful question to hold in your heart as we begin our reflection. When we look back at our lives, it is very easy to see our old mistakes with perfect clarity. We look at who we were 5 years ago, and we think we should have made a different decision. But we forget a very simple truth about being human. We can only see the right path now because our past choices taught us how to see. Every single step you took in the past was a building block for your mind. If you had not made those specific choices, you would not have the understanding you have right now. Think about learning to ride a bicycle when you were a child. You probably fell down a few times, and maybe you turned the handle the wrong way. Those were not wrong actions. They were simply how your body learned to balance. Your life choices work exactly the same way. Instead of looking at the past as a list of errors, we can see it as a gentle school. You did not lose time. You gained deep, valuable experience. As the great American author Maya Angelou once said, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." This means we do not need to feel bad about what we did. Before we had our current wisdom, you are a wiser person today because you went through those exact days. When you look at your past self, try to view that person with gratitude. They did the work, they took the steps, and they handed you the lessons. Now, you can take those lessons and build a bright, beautiful life today. The door to your future is open, and it is shaped by the wisdom you hold right now. Can we see that we cannot change yesterday, but we can completely choose today? This is a wonderful truth that can give us so much freedom and peace. Sometimes, we spend our precious hours replaying an old conversation in our minds. We think about what we should have said. We think about how we should have acted differently. It feels like we are trying to rewrite a page in a book that is already closed. But yesterday is already a finished chapter. The ink on that page is completely dry. No matter how many times we read it, the words will not change. The beautiful thing is that you are holding the pen for today's page right now. Imagine waking up in the morning and looking at a fresh, clean sheet of paper. The paper is white and bright. It does not care about what you wrote yesterday. It does not ask you to be perfect. It simply sits there, waiting for you to begin. You have the power to write anything you want on this new page. You can choose to write words of hope. You can choose to write words of peace in small moments of excitement. If we spend our day looking backward, we run out of time to create something new. We miss the beautiful things that are happening right next to us. Think of a river flowing through a green valley. The water never stops and tries to turn back. It does not look at the rocks it already passed. It always moves forward toward new spaces and open seas. It moves with a smooth, steady energy. Your life flows in the exact same way. Every single morning brings a brand new sunrise. It brings a fresh start that belongs only to you. You do not have to carry yesterday's stories into this beautiful new day. You can decide right now to focus your attention on what is right in front of us. When you give your energy to the present moment, amazing things start to happen. You notice the sweet taste of your morning tea. You notice the warm smile of a friend or a kind stranger. You see the tiny flowers growing by the side of the road. These small things are where real life happens. You are the author of your life, and today is a beautiful new beginning. The past cannot touch this new page unless you invite it in. So let us choose to write a story of kindness and gentle steps forward today. Do you know that you did your best back then with what you knew? Let this gentle truth sit quietly with you for a moment. When we look back at our old decisions, we often use the eyes of the person we are today. We think, how could I have made that choice? Or why did I stay on that path for so long? But we are forgetting something very important about our human nature. The person you were back then did not have the clarity, the safety, or the view that you have right now. They were looking at the world through a different window, with different tools and a different understanding. They made that choice because, at that exact point in time, it seemed like the only way forward. They were trying to protect themselves, or they were simply looking for a little bit of happiness. It is not fair to judge your past self by the rules of the wise person you have become. Think of a small seedling growing in the early days of spring. It does not have deep roots yet, and it does not have large leaves to catch the warm sun. It bends in the wind and does its best just to stay upright in the soil. You would never look at that small seedling and blame it for not being a strong, mature tree. You would look at it with care, knowing that it is doing the best it can with the sunlight it has. Your past self was that small seedling trying to navigate a big and complicated world. They were doing their best to survive, to learn, and to find their way. When we realize this, the voice in our mind changes from a strict judge to a kind friend. We can look back at that younger version of ourselves and say, "Thank you for getting me through." You can forgive them for not knowing everything, because no one knows everything at the beginning. By offering peace to who you used to be, you create a beautiful, safe space for who you are becoming. You are here today because that person kept trying, kept walking, and kept searching for the light. Now you can take a deep, clear breath and smile at how far you have truly come. Why do we think about who we used to be instead of loving who we are right now? This is a question that helps us return to our own hearts. So often, we look back at old photographs or think about past versions of ourselves. We might think we were happier then, or more energetic, or that our lives were simpler. We compare our present self to a memory from the past. But memories are like old paintings. They only show one beautiful color and forget the shadows. When we focus on who we used to be, we miss the incredible person standing here today. Look at how much you have learned over the years. Look at the challenges you have faced with courage and a soft heart. You have walked through rainy days, and you have found your way back to the sunshine every single time. Think about a beautiful green tree in the middle of summer. It does not look down at its trunk and wish it was still. A tiny, soft seed, it does not long. For the days when it only had 2 small leaves, it enjoys its deep roots, its strong branches, and the shade it gives to the world right now. It is completely present in its current, mature season. You are also in a beautiful season of your life. The person you are today has a kinder mind and a more understanding heart. You know how to listen better, how to love better, and how to appreciate small moments. These qualities are beautiful gifts that only time and experience could give to you. You do not need to look backward to find your value. Your value is right here, inside you, in this exact second. Let us stop comparing today's light with yesterday's shadows. Celebrate the strength it took for you to reach this point on your journey. You are whole, you are capable, and you are worthy of love exactly as you are right now. What happens when you finally give yourself permission to enjoy this moment? This is the final, beautiful step in our journey together today. When we stop looking back at old choices, something wonderful happens to our minds. A large, clear space opens up inside us, and we can finally take a long, deep breath. We realize that the present moment is the only place where we can actually touch life. You cannot taste yesterday's dinner. You cannot walk in yesterday's sunshine. All the beauty, all the peace, and all the possibilities exist right here, right now. Think about walking through a lovely garden on a quiet afternoon. If you are looking at the ground, thinking about a mistake you made last year, you will miss the flowers. You will miss the bright colors of the roses and the sweet sound of the birds in the trees. But when you look up and look around, the world comes alive for you. Giving yourself permission to enjoy today is a beautiful act of kindness to your own heart. It means you are deciding that your happiness today is more important than your past mistakes. You are choosing to let your mind be light, calm, and free. You do not have to be perfect to enjoy your life today. You do not need to have everything figured out to smile at the morning sun. Life is happening right now, in the room where you are sitting, in the breath you are taking. Let us open our eyes to the beauty of this second. Every single minute is a fresh chance to start over and feel good about your path. When you wash your hands, feel the cool water on your skin. When you talk to a friend, really look at their eyes and hear their voice. These are the small, true moments where real happiness lives. There is so much peace waiting for you when you decide to settle down into the present. You do not have to chase the past anymore because everything you need is already here. You are exactly where you need to be, and today is a beautiful gift for you to enjoy completely. Now that we have shifted our perspective, let us look at 3 simple micro habits. These are small, gentle actions you can easily weave into your ordinary routine. They do not require extra time or cause any stress, but they will help your heart stay anchored in today. The first habit is a very soft physical practice called the palm open breath. Whenever you find your mind wandering back to an old mistake, just pause for a brief second. Sit comfortably or stand still wherever you are. Gently turn your hands so your palms are facing upward toward the sky. Keep your fingers soft and relaxed. This simple physical gesture is a natural sign of openness and letting go. As you hold your hands open, take one slow, deep breath in through your nose and let it out gently through your mouth. As the air leaves your body, imagine releasing that old thought from your mind. By opening your hands, you are telling your heart that it is safe to drop the past and receive the beauty of this present moment. The second habit is a creative practice called the paper release. Once a week, or whenever an old choice keeps replaying in your thoughts, find a tiny scrap of paper. Take a pen and write down just 1 or 2 words that represent that past memory. You can write a year, a name, or a choice you wish you had made differently. Look at the words on the paper and say quietly to yourself, "This story is already finished." Then, fold the paper tightly into a very small square and place it safely away in a box or a drawer. By physically putting the paper away, you are creating a healthy boundary in your mind. You are reminding your brain that the memory is real, but it belongs on a shelf, not in your hands today. It gives your thoughts permission to stop running in circles. The final habit is a lovely way to end your day, called the evening thank you. Right before you close your eyes to go to sleep, take 60 seconds to think about your day. Instead of thinking about what you forgot to do, point out one small thing you did well. Maybe you listened kindly to a coworker, made a warm cup of tea, or simply took a gentle walk. Say a silent thank you to yourself for that small action. This builds a wonderful habit of gentle self-validation. It teaches your mind to appreciate the person you are becoming right now. Over time, this small habit replaces regret with a deep sense of peace and self-love. We have traveled a beautiful path together today. Friend, we looked at how easy it is for our minds to get caught in the loop of old choices. But we also discovered that we can choose to step out of that circle at any moment. Your past is not a heavy chain that holds you back from happiness. It is simply the ground you walked on to reach this beautiful place today. Every turn, every mistake, and every change of mind taught you something valuable. They gave you the kind eyes and the wise heart you carry right now. So let us breathe out yesterday's worries and breathe in today's fresh air. You do not have to write tomorrow's story with yesterday's ink. Give yourself permission to be a beginner every single morning. Be patient with your growth. Trust your unique rhythm and enjoy the present moment. Life is waiting for you right here, and it is beautiful. Before you go, if this lesson touched your heart or helped you find a little peace today, I would be truly grateful for your support. A simple like or subscription is a small thing, but it helps these gentle words travel across the world to to someone else who might be sitting alone, looking back and needing this exact comfort today. Thank you so much for spending your precious moments with me, for sharing your journey, and for being such a beautiful part of this warm community. Your trust and your presence here mean everything to me. Take good care of yourself, and goodbye for now, friend.